We're on Treaty 6 land, and I'll get you all to read what is on the screen. And I'll give you 12 seconds now. Give it about 2 minutes. All done? Okay, next it's introducing our guests. And we have 2 guests, actually 3 guests with us right now. We have Wayne Maluin, is that? Maluin? Okay, sorry, Wayne. I'm reading from notes that I wrote, transcribed by 2 people who are doctors and don't know how to write. And then Lynn Skillen in the very back. And we also have Madison, and she's with Inclusion Alberta, and we'll have her talk for about 2 minutes down the road. So that was me and Daryl at the changeover meeting. And did I miss something here? Yeah. Here's the changeover meeting again. Bunch of familiar faces in there. Actually, we had a very good time that night. And this is the theme of the month. Maternal and Child Health Month. Oh, thank you, Fred. And Jim, we have somebody else at the door there. Okay, and now we'll go for lunch. We'll get started with our meeting. Before we get into the international conference, we'll have Madison come up here and say something for a couple of minutes about Inclusion Alberta.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your meeting and letting me take a couple minutes to speak to you about our partnership. So I work for Inclusion Alberta, which is a family advocacy organization that supports people with intellectual disabilities. Specifically, I work with the Rotary Employment Partnership, which is just that. It's a partnership between Inclusion Alberta and the Rotary Clubs of Districts 5360 and 5370. And so we support people with intellectual disabilities to gain meaningful paid employment. And so I like to come to your meetings every once in a while to just provide a little bit of an update on how things are going. Our big update lately is that we have surpassed over 900 jobs created since the inception of the partnership. And so this is really wonderful because of people like you, that's 900 life-changing opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities. And so we just wanted to extend our gratitude to you and your club, and then to also encourage you guys to give us any warm leads to any employers who would be looking to hire in this scope. We would love to change 900 more lives. So that's all I have to say today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madison. Next we'll have Fred come up here and loosen a little bit of change in your pockets. I hear a little droning in the background.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, today's game is I have the first line of a song, and you have to guess either the song or the artist. Okay. And if you don't, well, then it's $2. Okay.
Are you singing?
I can if you want, but I don't think anybody wants that. Start with Wendy. Oh Lord, I want to be in that number. Yeah, and if anybody pipes up when they know, that's another $2. Okay. Al and Ben. When the Saints go marching in.
I don't bring change, so
You want
guys like a 20 for the year.
First, good job on that memo that you sent out on all the media stuff. I'd advise dress, but not a green dress. That's cruel. That's bare naked ladies if I had $1 million. Bruce,
No, yes.
laughing and running, skipping and a jumping.
$2 goes.
That's Brown Eyed Girl. Oh, I should give you a hard one, Rob.
You're gonna try a hard one for me?
Yeah, I'm looking here, yeah. No, I'll give you, sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening come.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Very good.
Just ready.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Okay, for our guest, all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray.
That's easy. That's a lot, it's a prophecy.
Yep. You got it, that's the artist, yep, California Dreaming. Yep, good, good. Vic,
Easy one.
pumped a lot of tane down in New Orleans. Proud Mary. Okay, John. Buddy, you're a big boy. Make a big noise. Playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. Very good. Good. L, my friend. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar.
Yeah. Like my fire.
Very good. Very good. And our guest, where it began. I can't begin to know when.
Sweet Caroline.
Good. Ben, because I like you, I'll throw you a softball. Well, East Coast girls are hip.
Beach Boys.
Yep, California girls. Okay. Jim.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, Jiggle. Okay. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue. I heard it through the grapevine. Okay, Jim. A long, long time ago, I could still remember how the music used to make me smile. Hey, the music died. Well, not really.
No.
There you go. Annie, I found my thrill. Blueberry Hill. Pat's Domino. Oh, Karen. When you are weary, feeling small. Bridge over troubled waters.
Yes.
Sherry, you'll get this one, I'm sure. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. Johnny Cash, I walk the line. And our guest, get your motor running, head out on the highway. Born to be wild. Okay, here's one you'll get. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock.
Rock around the clock.
Very good.
Bill Haley in the comments, 1962. 52.
30 seconds on that.
Okay.
Where were you when you first heard?
Okay, all right. I am a lineman of the county, for the county.
You know, it's not fair. You should get some really things out. It's like Perry Whizzle or something.
This is pretty old. That's Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell. Lauren,
Collecting money.
Virgil Kane is the name, and I served on the Danville train.
Did I take the Georgia?
The night they drove Old Dixie down.
Oh,
Okay, Dewart. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans we made. Fire and rain. Oh, okay, I'll throw this out to everybody. Okay? There is a house in New Orleans. Yep. How many roads must a man walk down? Yep, blowing in the wind. Yeah. Here's a tougher one. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Yeah, sympathy for the devil. If you get more than 5, it's another $2. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
You lost that one?
Good, yeah. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. Yep. And finally, rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air.
Johnny Mitchell.
Both sides now, yep.
Thanks, Fred. And for those who didn't get the answer, thank you very much for your money. Okay, we're going to go on to the Rotary International Convention in Calgary, of which a number of people here went. Rob, Bruce, Vic, Ben. Trying to think of who else here. Ingrid went, Jackie Hova went. Was that all from our club? Oh, me, yeah. I was there getting lost in Airdrie and on the streets of Calgary, so. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that were highlights for myself, and then everybody else can join in. Make sure this is working. Okay, give it a minute. So the convention was at the Stampede grounds. Big Ferris wheel on the right-hand side there is got a big rotary symbol in the middle. The convention center was huge. It would seem like if for every hall you went to, you had to walk about 1.5 miles.
Yes.
And then when you wanted to go for lunch, it was 1.5 miles the other way.
Yeah.
So we got our exercise. Going around the convention hall. There was also the Saddle Dome, which had the main general sessions at it, which were very good. There were meetings going on everywhere. So you could just pick and choose which ones you wanted to attend. So the first slide on the left is the registration on the Saturday morning. When we went there, there had to have been 5,000 to 8,000 people in the queue. It looked like they would never finish, but it was actually quite a quick process. So on day 2, they put up these signboards, which is in the middle there. Signboards which talked about a lot of the meetings and where things were at. And one thing I liked was the about halfway around the circle, this gentleman in a wheelchair, and he's giving directions, and very informative, placed in a key location because everybody wanted to know where things were. They do the same kind of thing in Mexico City, or they used to, where just about everywhere you went, people in wheelchairs were assisting you and telling you which direction to go, or maybe it was just me them telling me where to go. But excellent program, whoever initiated that. So on the far right, is again outside of the convention center there, and then inside, I don't know if everybody will recognize Jeanette in red. That's her and her husband. Jeanette is the incoming district governor after Ramesh.
District governor-elect.
Yes, district governor-elect. And there on the next slide there is Ben standing in line waiting to do his registration. And I got a lot of pictures of that. And the first thing we went to was the Peace Pole ceremony, and Ingrid was there and did her shtick about the Peace Pole and Waterton as well. So the next slides, there's one on the far left-hand side there, and the fourth person in is former president of the Interact Club from Rochelle High School. And she was down there as part of the University of Alberta Rotary group that was attending the conference. And second slide there is again the district governor-elect Jeanette. And to let you know, Jeanette, I've already hit her up for a flight over the city. She's owner of Centennial Aviation out at Villeneuve Airport, and she was very gracious in donating that to our golf tournament coming up. And then on the right-hand side, there is Rob. On the left, Ingrid in the middle, and myself on the right-hand side. And in preparation for one of the other events that was going on was a pancake breakfast. And it was amazing. They had all these stations set up all the way around the convention center there. And they fed probably 10,000 people pancake breakfast in a matter of an hour, hour and a half. It was incredible to watch. Lots of volunteers, lots of people cooking up pancakes and a slab of, I think it was beef. It was a sausage of some sort, like a Mondaire sausage, but huge, and but very well done. No place to sit, but very well done. So you had these pancakes you were balancing in your hand, and yeah. So, but they did a very good job of that, and considering it's Calgary and the Edmonton rivalry with Calgary, they did a very good job. So. Saddle Dome was the place where a lot of the main sessions went, and on each of the sessions you'd see about anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people in the hall, and we got to listen to a lot of different speakers. John Hugo used to be with the Rotary Club of Kiev, and he's on the General Secretary for Rotary International in Evanston, Illinois. So there was also one of the highlights for me was listening to Gina Davis talk. Anybody know who she is? Okay, Gina Davis is the one in Thelma and Louise that went off the cliff with Susan Sarandon, and she talked about women in movies and that kind of thing. So. Okay, and we got shuttled around a lot with shuttle buses. Ben and I were trying to work out an easy way to get from Airdrie, which might as well have been in St. Albert. Took us like an hour and a half to get to the convention from Airdrie. But we figured out that if we parked in the hotel parking lot closer to the thing and caught a bus there, that was the easier way to get in. But they were very organized in the shuttle service as well. There's a picture of Rob there as well. And one of the things that
on the LRT, I was staying in Okotoks, so I rode in with these delegates from Nigeria.
yeah, and at our hotel we ran into a couple from Nepal. So it was all over the world. People were a lot of people from Nigeria, and then a huge contingent from USA as well. So.
Did you ever run into those fellows from Zimbabwe that we helped with the well?
I never did, no. And you could say I was sort of looking, but out of the total of 15,000 people that were at the convention, probably 6,000 were from the African nations and Nigeria, and it was tough to locate people. So there was the House of Friendship, which was huge. And some of the displays there, End Polio Now, which Jackie Hobo was in the booth. The End Polio Now, that's an iron lung from back in the 50s, for those who don't know what that is. And they also had, on the far left, they had offerings of food. You just have to free up $22 to get a lunch from around the world. And on the far right-hand side is the hall, and that only captures about 1/3 of the hall of the people that were there. So it would seat about 7,000 or 8,000 people. And then in the bottom middle, you can see me wearing my Edmonton Elks jacket. I'm in Calgary trying to poke the bear, and nobody responded. I was actually quite surprised. So, but that was the either the president's luncheon or the past president's luncheon. And there was about 3,000 people at these luncheons. And the food was very good too. Although we're in cattle country and they serve chicken, which is, I don't know. So next year's convention is in Taipei. When I got to go to the international convention, they sent me to Calgary. Woohoo! Jim, you can respond to that, because when Jim was, yeah, I think it's Yahoo now. But Jim got to go to Calgary back in the late 1990s. So, and Andy went to Toronto, and I've been to Chicago and to Glasgow and Hamburg with Ben. Montreal, yeah. So, anybody else want to get up and talk about Bruce?
Yeah,
Rob?
I'll be brief.
You gotta go on this side.
Yeah, okay. I don't
Unless you wanna get
knock things over. Thank you, President Lauren. Look at that. I say President Lauren this year. Look at that. That's great. Yes, well, as I say, this was my second visit to an international convention. My first one was in 2010 in Montreal. That time I was with the Rotary Club of Niagara-on-the-Lake, so it wasn't that far to go. But this was again in Calgary. Why not take the opportunity? Yes, much of the things that Lauren mentioned is ditto for me. But what I did enjoy was the Calgary had this complimentary transportation. Buses, LRTs, and shuttle buses to hotels were all provided. So you could get anywhere in the city, which was good. Because I'm involved with membership, I try to make a point of taking in the sessions dedicated to membership. That was good. The bad part was my one session was at that far of the convention, and 10 minutes later, my other session was another 15-minute walk to the other part of the convention. So I did get my 10,000 steps in 3 or 4 times for the day. So I did take in the following types of presentations. Attracting the next generation of Rotarians. Okay, there's some of us are maybe not the next old generation, but we've got like Umama that we're talking about. I hope we can keep you. What your current and future members want. That was a pretty good session about talking about how do you keep people engaged. Do you know what your members really, why they're there is as being a Rotarian? Do you know why they joined? That was an excellent session too. And we involved not only presenters, but also involved the groups. And these sessions were large. Membership draws a big crowd. So all the sessions had somewhere in the neighborhood of around 300 to 400 people in them. So there was a lot of discussion and again, talking with people beside you from all over the world. And then the big one I took in, which was the larger, was close to maybe 1,000 in that room. Take the first step, start your own companion club. This is what we talked about. This is the next generation of membership. Is how do you involve people in your club who just want to do service projects? And so this was big, and there's quite a bit of discussion. And the person behind it, Patrick Logano, talked quite a bit about how it got started. When it first began, Rotary said, no, you can't do this. Well, he did it in spite of Rotary, and now it's the fastest growing. In fact, we do have a companion club now here chartered in Edmonton with the Edmonton Mayfield Club. And so this is where some people in this club who might just want to do service projects can be part of that companion club containing. So we'll talk more about that as we go through this year with our committee and membership. Also took in some of the social activities on the Monday night at the Calgary Zoo. Zones 28 and 32 had Beyond Borders. And it was a big barbecue there at the zoo, got to tour the zoo and catch up with a lot of people from all of the zones. So that was a wonderful evening. And that was about some of my highlights. If you ever get a chance to go to a convention, take it in. You meet a lot of people from all over the world. And one thing I found out, and I'll leave it with that, the problems we have, they have. There's nothing unique about us. Rotary clubs everywhere are facing the same challenges. So it makes you feel good, but that means there's something we have to do about it. So anyway, that was my brief experience.
Well. And Rob will talk about his experiences as well, and we'll do next on board would be Ben.
This was my second convention. My first one was in 2012. I got to go to Bangkok, so that was a good year to be president. There's a couple of interesting venues coming up next year, as Lauren mentioned, Taipei, with John Donner is going to be going to that, I believe, John, and that'll be an interesting one. Hopefully, China will not have invaded by then, but I found the convention in Calgary to be very well organized, and enjoyed the general sessions in the Saddle Dome. I took in one of the breakouts that was specific to the area that I work in, which is to say as treasurer of the club.